I'm gonna paint this. Now, I looked at what the paint color is. I might order that, or I might just go to Home Depot get something really close. We're gonna paint that because it looks crazy. It looks a mess in here, to be honest with you. And it's such a nice, comfortable place back here, right? I mean, you can really relax, and it's a nice, comfortable place. I don't know. I'm gonna go to paint store. I think Michael's, and what do they call it? Michael's, whatever they call it. And this right here is cardboard, so I'm gonna just use like. Here I might go to like Home Depot, see if I can get a tan touch-up paint or something. But this is cardboard here, so I'm just gonna use like regular paint, a paintbrush, like I'm doing a painting or something, right? On a canvas platform or something, and I'm just gonna paint it up so it won't look so crazy. I actually used this this matte finish on my Humvee. It was really good. I painted the undercoating, if you will, and I used this, but it worked really well. Now let's try to find a tan one like this. Would be perfect. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm in Home Depot. And the closest I came to matching is French beige. Custom spray 5-in-1. This is, Australian. So we're gonna see how this treats us. So I had to make it back to Home Depot. And that color I had was way off. This color is there. It's khaki. The other ones wasn't even brown. It was so way off. And this is khaki, so we're going to use this. We're going to cover the glass and get to it. It's starting to dry, guys. Now, it's no Picasso. This is what I used. But it looks a lot better. It's not so distinctive because they got a lot of spots where the cardboard is like ripped open, and then you can see what you can see. But it looks viewable at first. It looked like a unsightly sight, if that makes any sense. So here we go. We'll continue. Oh, why am I not talking? So there it is. I think this is a better look at it. So I'm satisfied. Again, I'm no Picasso. You gotta imagine, this is like old cardboardish material. So like you can see right here, it's punctured. So right there is ripped. But overall, I like it. Right there is ripped. But yeah, I like it. I think this is it's more sightly than the other. We're getting there. So it's dry, and I'm happy with the results. Again, it's no Picasso, but it looks much better than all the spots all over the place. It looked crazy. So there you go. But you can still see like the I mean, this is from the 80s, so it's not like this is a brand new thing. But I'm really happy with the results. It looks so much better than it did before. Again, here's a more close-up of underneath the back seat, this cardboard thing, which I painted black. So I'm liking the outcome, and now on to the next. You know, I felt bad I didn't show you how I covered to protect the glass, right? So what I did is I measured from here to there. It was like 53 inches or something, from up and down, where the middle part is, right? It's about, I don't know, 11, 12 inches. So it's about 53 of 12, right? And I cut cardboard that size, the glass with this cardboard, and it is close. So I cut another piece of cardboard and laid it right there, then got the spraying. So that's how I was able to cover the glass and not get the glass painted, spray painted on. So that's my so that's it right there. And again, it rained. It's springtime, right? So we expect rain. So I gotta go over it again, another layer, so make it look nicer. So when I get the the inspection panel to put over there, and then I can paint that and install it in here. So on eBay, rear access panel on eBay, I was seeing this rear access panel for about $300, $400. When on Facebook Marketplace, saw one for just, it was $100. I was like, look, I'll give you $80. I'll be there today. He said, sure. Boom. Went it there, picked it up. Looks nice. The back, some rust spots I got to get out. But you know, what our main concern is where the hardware goes in is intact. Came out of a 78 Bronco. He just didn't have time to work on it anymore because he has like other car parts. He's doing a Mustang right now, so you know how it is. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this up for paint removal. Okay, I'll get these cinder blocks. Can y'all see? Oh, y'all can see. Oh, that's good camera work by me. Use that tree stump as a tripod. Go heavy on the second one, just like your paint, right? You go some nice thin layer here. Oh, I'm impatient. I'm just gonna pour it on here. I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna pour it on here and then spread the love. Ah, I spilled some on my shorts. That's not good. What happens when brake fluid gets on your shorts? Does something bad happen? I think that'll do. All right. Look what the brake fluid did. See that? So yeah, brake fluid does really remove paint. Look what it did. You know, I'm happy because I felt like this is the hardest part in between the crevices. So I'm glad that the brake fluid removed that paint, but still like, I don't know. Still like, you know, you gotta still do something to it, but I'm glad it removed. Look at that. Man, that brake fluid don't play, does it? Let the fun begin. It's getting it out. It's getting it out. All right, fellas. Let me take this off. Huh. All right, fellas. Looks like I'm done. All I gotta do is clean it up, and then okay, where the screws go, I don't even know if I can get that part. I guess when I put the screws in, the hardware, I can just paint it over or something, right? And that one show. See, it was a deep black paint underneath to prime. Then it was a dark black paint on top. Then on top it was a dark burgundy paint. So it was no easy task to get this out. By the way, it was funny. So I still got a little bit edges here I can hit up a little bit, but pretty much all done. Here it is. It's looking really nice. Looking really nice. Gotta get that out of there. So, again, but if I did know, I would do the interior part first. Maybe I do one little swoop, right? Let's go back to the shiny. I should leave it maybe like this. Shiny silver in the back of the Bronco. Why not? I'm satisfied. I think it's dry enough. The good thing about painting when it's off the vehicle, you don't have, so I'm using khaki. Same thing I use in the back of the tailgate. You don't have to tape up the vehicle to avoid painting over stuff. You can just let it rip. So give it a good shake. A light, I'm gonna do it light. You wanna do a light sprinkle. You don't want too much, because if you get too much too soon, you get thick buildup and it'll start to drip. I try to level this out so it won't cause like a hill thing. You know, Maryland, almost no land is flat, it's hilly. Kind of like how West Virginia is. Let me get a little closer. So what I'm doing is just putting a light first coat on here. Get it real nice and covered. Oh, I'm running out. But I'm still gonna talk. Because I like to talk. Okay, I ran out. I did a wonderful job with the painting. I mean, you got to understand this came from a '78 East Coast Bronco, so did a wonderful job. So the screws that I got are number 12, 1-inch screws. It's the shortest I can get. I wanted 3/4 of an inch, but anyway. So I needed 10, and that's the hardware in case you're wondering. Make sure you get sheet metal screws. Don't get wood screws or anything. So number 12, 1-inch. Okay, let's install. So this is what it looks like beforehand. You can see the guts, right? So you can see, so I painted this already, right? So, here's the painted panel, whatever you want to call it. Can you see this right? Okay, good. You can see. All right, let's take the first screw. Let's get the first screw in there. I'm using, what is this, a Phillips? I don't know what this is. So I'm gonna line up this first hole, and hopefully if I can get the 2 top holes lined up. So I probably will paint these afterwards. I spray painted 10 of them. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, really. All right. I don't know if I quite got it in there. There you go. Thank God the person selling this wasn't even sure if a 78 fits. Maybe I shouldn't have tightened that too tight. Fits 85, but it says 78 to like 93 or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, finish up, and then we can go from there. So I got the top screws in. That's what's most important. Now this thing can hang. I can aim better now. Have this a little loose. I loosened that one up because I had it too tight. So I just got those two in now, and it's 8 to go. So I just go one by one. But yeah, I'm loving the look. It looks so much better than it did before, and that's the key thing when you're doing some restoration. The key thing, does it look better than it did before? And you know, it could always look better, right? But does it look better than it looked before? I love how it looks. I love the vintage look. It doesn't look like it's brand new, except this panel almost damn looks brand new. But everything else has a vintage look to it. So it looks like somebody took care of their vintage item. Glory, hallelujah. So it's installed now. I'll probably paint the hardware later. I'm in no rush. But this is how it looks. A lot different from what the hell it looked like before. But yeah, here we go. So here we go. This is the far away version of what we've done. Again, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. There you go.